We want to go to Taco Bell Hotline because some interesting things happening in the world of nutrition. And Jeff Blake, the lieutenant governor for South Texas AAU, and even Mike Jackson have all benefited. So let's talk right now to the Zija formulator as he moves throughout the country, Russ Bianchi. Russ, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing well. And all four of us have had the opportunity to use your products that you have formulated for Zija Moringa with the Moringa oleifera plant. But there's one thing that's very interesting, and that is that a product I used to use, Monster Energy, has come under fire. And you know this show's called Laying Down the Law, and it seems like the law is now aimed at Monster Energy.
Well, that's the latest out there. Apparently, there are seizure orders as well as indictments underway that were announced on the food news channels this past week. And the problem with all of these brands, whether it's the one we mention or others, the red bovines, we could name them all and be here all day, is they are all lethal levels, I repeat, lethal levels of anhydrous synthetic chemical caffeine that'll stop your heart. That's a neurostimulant. If you combine that with alcohol, which is a blood depressant, it's cardiac arrest. And there are literally thousands upon thousands of these cases that haven't been able to touch them up till now because a lot of these operations are domiciled in places you can't get at them, like Thailand and China and Singapore and other places. Bottom line, on top of the anhydrous synthetic chemical caffeine that does not give you energy or kinesiological or sports benefit, they have taurine and guarana, which are unregulated, not recognized as safe, and known to cause birth defects as well as various forms of telomere erosion, chromosomally triggering metastasization to cancer. On top of that, they have B6 and B12 in them that are synthesized from the intestines of pigs from slaughterhouses before the rest is macerated for cheap canned pet food. They have carcinogenic, high-intensity sweeteners, carcinogenic flavorants, colorants, acidulants, preservatives, and stabilizers. I apologize for the background. I'm in a Dallas airport right now on the way back to California, if you hear any noise.
No problem. No problem.
But the bottom line is these things are poison. They don't provide energy. They don't provide kinesiological benefit. And most importantly, irrespective of any of that, they don't deliver real results. Never confuse activity with results. You can practice all you want, but if you don't have a result with a W on the scoreboard or a broken record in the Olympics or whatever it may be, what's the point?
Absolutely.
Real kinesiological sports energy is derived from real nutrition that not only maintains but also restores telomere activity chromosomally on a DNA level. And this is empirically proven. It's not even up for debate. Will Zija Moringa and their sports line of drinks, the XM Plus and the XM3, do that? The answer is emphatically yes. There are literally thousands of athletes, professional, collegiate, Olympic, weekend warriors, you name it, that have seen real results.
Russ Bianchi.
For those listeners today on the call, if you just go to Luke Curry workout on YouTube, you can see for yourself a guy that's broken 4 world records in power weightlifting in less than 1 year, sanctioned records using these products.
All right, and Russ Bianchi, the Zija formulator, the 14-year NFL All-Pro quarterback Jeff Blake, the lieutenant governor for the South Texas District of AAU, Mike Jackson, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, and myself. All 4 of us have used XM Plus. And Russ, I just want to say thank you in advance because I know I'm at least going out to the open tryout for the Texas Rangers this upcoming Wednesday. I think Jeff Blake may be going out there with Steve Foster, but if not,
I will go out. Jeff Blake will go out there with Steve Foster.
He definitely, in his training and everything.
My money's on anyone using the Zija Moringa products to make the team.
Well, I tell you what, I make the team, and I won't be Satchel Paige, but I tell you, I'll be older than most. And right now, we've all seen the benefits. What was so interesting to me is, one, it captured my interest because of the legal aspect, because I used to drink Monster Low Carb. And since I understand what really is going on. I have switched products, and it has been helpful. I like to bring in information to our listeners because sports fans usually participate in some sort of sports activity or their immediate family do. Anytime we can educate somebody, and it's not just about promotion or somebody trying to push something, but we want to see people have great results, and we also want to see people healthy and not hurt. And especially when we focus in on youth all the way up to, as you said, weekend warriors and even seniors that walk and move around and exercise to stay healthy, you need to do it without creating harm to yourself. And that's the importance of having the number one food formulator let you know exactly what's going on, and you have third-party research that backs up everything that Russ Bianchi mentions.
You can find a lot of that research, Steve, at russbianchi.com for anyone that's interested. I have been involved with, and my company's been involved with, either the creation, conversion, or stabilization of the vast majority of the energy bars from the late 1980s forward. We know what we're talking about. We know what the law is, since this is laying down the law. And clearly these fake energy, fake power drinks are not really within the boundaries of the law, and irrespective of the law, they are completely unsafe. Who should be really consuming them other than the marketers themselves, members of terrorist organizations?
It's a pleasure to have the Zedra formulator, Russ Bianchi. Russ, travel safe. Thanks for taking time out. We certainly appreciate it, and we certainly appreciate your time in informing the listeners, because what you've created is tremendous, and I can attest to it personally.
Very good, and best of luck with the tryout. I expect box seats if you make the team.
Right. Russ, we appreciate it. Travel safe to the West Coast, and I look forward to talking with you and seeing you soon.
Very good. Thank you, Steve.
All right, you're welcome.